Even lottery has more chances for you to win than invest in meme coins, $10 and become millionaire. In crypto, of course, as everything is digital, we have a lot of scams.
What I learned through that experience, Maria, when I was trading is it showed me how greedy I am.
Greed is the ruler. I have enough of everything. Well, it's never enough. Obviously, it's never enough. Yeah, possibility of making money with this thing. I'm not saying that it's guaranteed, because it's so risky, guys. Be careful. Again, guys, meme coins have no value. It can go down 99% in one day and never, ever recover. Never, ever.
There's a lot of people who had a similar experience to me. We got too attracted to the space. We just wanted to make fast money because that's what everyone seems to be doing.
If you just saw someone's Bugatti on Instagram and you believe that if you will buy some coins or tokens, you will become a millionaire tomorrow and you will buy the same Bugatti, no, this is not how it works. Please stop believing this bullshit. I mean, don't do it.
Maria Andersen is a crypto and blockchain expert, seasoned investor, and educator who, through her content, has been helping thousands navigate the often confusing world of digital assets.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you. I'm so excited to talk about crypto and Bitcoin, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. We're definitely going to be touching on all that.
Yeah.
So, guys, just to give you some context, and Maria, first of all, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate your time. So Maria and I met, I think it was now 2 weeks ago. So I was moderating a panel at Cloud Spaces, and Maria was one of my amazing panelists, and that was all about podcasting, what's going on in the UAE. And Maria is a crypto investor, educator, and guys, her content is excellent. If you're someone like myself who's the general public that doesn't know all the technical details, I found her content to be very informative. I think you break down complicated things into very simple, understand things very well. So what I wanted to do today, Maria, is talk about obviously crypto. How did you get into this space? The advice you have of people looking to get into space, I'm a victim of FOMO as well.
That's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying. That's why I love having these conversations, to learn from people. Yeah. Now I'm back in the space. Hodling, taking my time, slow, easy.
Yeah, of course you are back in the space because Bitcoin just hit all-time high, and you're here again.
That's true.
but that's also fine.
Yeah, exactly. So Maria, before we dive into all those things, why don't you give all of us a little bit of background about yourself, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to sound so boring. I really want this podcast to be valuable for our viewers.
Yeah.
That's why we will try to give as much tips maybe as possible for our viewers about crypto and blockchain in general. But my personal story is kind of, I would say regular, because I started to talk about crypto back in 2020 when, what we experienced back in 2020, this crazy COVID thing. And I was so bored sitting at home talking to my son and dog only. so I started my YouTube channel talking about investing, but investing in stock market.
So you started in stocks before you... Interesting.
Yeah. So I started to talk about stocks, and then I realized, so we also have this Bitcoin thing, and it moves so fast. It has the amazing technology and also the possibility of making money with this thing. I'm not saying that it's guaranteed, because it's so risky, guys. Be careful if you're newbies. But that's how I started to talk about Bitcoin and blockchain in general. And now, more than 5 years, I've been talking about it, educating people, giving all this valuable information from my personal experience. And this is what I'm doing.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, thank you for giving us that context. I think lots of people started projects in COVID. This podcast was started in COVID. You got into crypto in COVID. So I wanted to first start. So you said you started creating the content and you started investing in stocks. So what's your background? Is it in the financial space, or what? Like, how did you get into investing at all?
No, so I was a corporate job worker before. It was quite boring stuff, but I made some good money. But I also was investing in stocks as an individual, like a regular person. And this is how I started.
Yeah, and so Okay, this is a good place to start.
Yeah.
When did you first start, I think, in investing period? When did you first learn how to invest? Because all of that information
Yeah.
sounds like in 2020 you just took that. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna apply it to the crypto space, which is a little bit different too, and a lot riskier,
Yeah.
as you said. So when did you start investing from day one?
So, when I was a corporate job worker, I made some good money. This
Okay.
is not a secret. So, yeah. And I realized at one point, I don't remember the year, but I realized that, oh, I've been spending almost everything that I'm earning.
Did you know that 44% of podcasts stop after episode 3? So that means all that time, energy, and money is just wasted, and you never get to truly see the benefits of podcasting. So if you want your show to stay alive and healthy, you can book a call in the link below, and let's get started today.
It was long time ago. And then I started to research what should I do with all those money I'm making. So maybe I should invest some of this money, not to spend everything, not to live paycheck to paycheck, but how much you earn, you can spend it all, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. Very true.
So yeah, and of course I discovered stocks. It was so long time ago, and I started to invest in just most popular stocks at that period: Apple, Coca-Cola, Procter and Gamble, all those things.
The blue chips, yeah.
Yeah, blue chips and all those S&P 500. Like I had a pretty decent portfolio of stocks.
And now it's interesting, is now your portfolio more crypto heavy, or it's still like you have a nice balance of stocks, crypto? I know you do real estate as well, right?
Yeah, a little bit. So it's crypto heavy.
Yeah, I assumed it would
But
be.
I still love stocks, and I believe it's a smart decision to diversify because you never know what's gonna happen. You cannot be protected from anything in your life, so it's better to diversify real estate, gold, crypto, stocks, bonds, whatever you can, whatever you understand. I mean, you can understand everything right now. You have ChatGPT, you can just talk to it and understand what kind of investment suits better for you. And I'm a very safe, if I can say so, investor. So I prefer to diversify my everything, my portfolio, and to keep myself safe.
Yeah.
I'm not like all those crypto guys. 110% in crypto. No, this is not me.
Sure. Yeah, you like to have a nice balance,
Yeah.
because you made a good point. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I guess reflecting now, COVID is what made crypto kind of really
Yeah.
explode, because the world went crazy. And now with everything going on in the world, there's like another run that's coming. So
Yeah.
crypto is an interesting space when I look at it compared to traditional investing. As you know, like you have technical analysis that you can do obviously with stocks, and you can have a lot more history, company profiles. So you have a lot more understanding to combine with that.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, when you started looking and investing in crypto, what was the biggest, I guess, shift you had to make from a mindset perspective? Like, okay, I have to look at this asset class a little bit differently.
Yeah. So I started with Bitcoin because this is what I found in the beginning. And then, we didn't, well, at least 5 years ago, we didn't have plenty of information about crypto. We did not. The only thing we had, and we still have, is a very engaging community
Yes.
of people who are also the same as you. They are, they love to discover, they love to learn, they are very future-oriented people, and, same mindset. And we learn from each other. This is how it works in crypto, and still it works, the same. Like for stocks, for example, or any traditional finance, we have the whole, educational, platforms or whatever we have. But for crypto, we don't.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
And we can learn only from each other, from other people's experiences and so on. But we do have a very, very supportive community. And this is what I'm also thankful for, because I got into that community back in 2020. So I got added to one Telegram group and WhatsApp group with all those crypto traders, content creators, investors, and I was learning from them, and still I'm doing this. And now I believe I am kind of an educator for those newcomers in crypto space, the same as I was 5 years ago. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, I'm just learning from the community itself, and Bitcoin was the start point. And of course, I learned a lot about Bitcoin, the white paper, and everything. And I understood how all this technology works. Why is it valuable? Why we will have more and more people joining all this, Bitcoin and blockchain technology. And you see what we have now. We have more and more people.
Yeah, no, and I think the point you made about the information out there is very true, because I remember. So I'm gonna give you my story. So I FOMOed into crypto. I think it was end of 2020, beginning of 2021, of that like bull run, because everyone, and I had friends that were making money and doing this. So I'm like, I have to be a part of this. Like, what the fuck? I want to make some money too, Yeah. So
fast money, right?
See, that was and that was my mistake. So I got into crypto, learned how to just simply buy on an exchange, do all that. And then I took some trading courses because I really wanted to understand, how these work. Yeah. Now, this was my mistake, and I've spoken very, openly about this. So I didn't, spot trading was too slow for me. I like to take more risk. Okay. So I discovered leverage trading, and I'm like, oh
my God.
Yeah, see, she knows what happened. So I wasn't leveraging with a lot of money, but it was like maybe $500, and I'm just testing it out. I'm just seeing how does this work? I'm trying to learn. I was doing it on 10x leverage, but with no stop losses, no dollar cost averaging, nothing. Just it was pure gambling, just throw it in and see what happens. But I think there's a lot of people who had a similar experience to me. We got too attracted to the space. We just wanted to make fast money because that's what everyone seems to be doing. But behind closed doors, no one talks about how much you've lost, how many trades you maybe had to lose to hit that big one that really took off. So I was off crypto for a couple of years. I'm like, if I don't understand it, I'm not touching this anymore. Yeah. Then my wife started working at a PR agency that works in crypto. So I'm like, okay, let me get back in, but let me do just investing, hold for long term. So that's what I started doing. But now it's not, again, I want something that I can actively do. And this kind of comes on to what you're talking about. So I know I believe you're a day trader, if I'm not mistaken. In some things. Yeah. And what I realized is you talked about how if you want to do that, it's a full-time job. You have to know the markets, what's going on here, what's going on there, and have the technical background and experience to do that. So let's say now I came to you, I'm like, Maria, I want to get back into the space. I want to get back into trading though now. Because I think this might be useful for a lot of people and useful for me too. What are the things or questions I need to think about or mindset I need to have to do this effectively?
Yeah. So first of all, congratulations that you learned from your mistakes because I believe many people did that. And you know what? Also, many people from 2021, 2022, they invested in crypto, then they lost all their money, and now maybe they are coming back, or maybe they are still saying that, oh, crypto is a scam because I lost all my money, right? But crypto, I would say some spheres in this crypto space are scam. Because we do have scam.
A lot, yeah.
We do actually have scam in many, many businesses, right? Not only crypto, but in crypto, of course, as everything is digital, we have a lot of scams. Okay, let's get back to your question. How would you start trading, right?
Yeah.
And you have to also understand that there are so many ways how you can interact with crypto. You can just hodl crypto or hold, right? We call it hodl. You can be a spot trader. It means you are buying something, some coins, some tokens. You are holding them for, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, and then you are selling them when the price rises, right? Not the opposite side.
Yeah, like a stock, basically.
Yeah, because many people, they buy at the top and sell at the...
Yeah, I've made that mistake too, so I can't, I can't fault them.
So yeah, it's called spot trader, kind of. You just buy and just sell when it's on the top. It's so easy.
Buy low, sell high, right?
Yeah. But also, there are some different things as day traders
Yeah.
and scalpers who are doing scalping. Those people who are just trading this chart in a 1 second range. It's like scalping, like doing a very difficult operation.
Yeah.
And swing traders, like those traders who are trading also those waves kind of, right? During the, again, day, 2 days, 1 week, maybe something like that. So many ways how you can interact with crypto. If you're entering the crypto space, you don't have to become day trader in a day one. Well, obviously you will not be able to, because you have to know a lot of things. Even me, after 5 years in crypto, only this year I've been actively day trading.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, because before I was just a spot trader, or an investor. I was holding for some time, maybe a long time, maybe a short period of time. I was holding some tokens, some altcoins, which is alternative coins, everything that is not Bitcoin, they are called altcoins for our beginners, and some meme coins, which are more like gambling, so be careful with meme coins. So I was just buying and selling those coins and tokens after some time. And only this year I've been actively day trading. And of course, I can tell you 100% that it is one more job to have. You cannot have a regular job, your 9 to 5 job, being, I don't know who, doctor or hairdresser or whoever you are, and also be a day trader. I mean, it's impossible. Honestly, it's so hard to do that.
It's interesting. Okay, what was the reason you decided this year you're like, okay, now I want to become a day trader? Because I think what's important though, especially to become a day trader, you have now at least 5 years of experience of trading. And I think this is the biggest issue. And this is what my mistake was. I wanted to be a trader with no backlog, that kind of trader. Maybe if it was maybe let's say if it was monthly or like a swing trader, okay, fine, maybe I could have done that, because it's just hold, leave it for like you set a certain amount of time, maybe a profit range you want, and you come back. But like you said, a day trader is very, very, very active, because in 1 minute things can go crazy, things can go great. So what was the reason you decided to get into day trading this year?
I just understood that I am ready finally.
Okay.
So
okay.
It's kind of, my battery of knowledge was super high, and I'm ready now. I know the risks, because there are some risks and they are super high. So you have to know the risks. You have to have enough money also to operate those trades. You cannot be a day trader with $5. I mean, you can, but there is no point of that. You will not make your, I don't know, monthly, even, your money that you need per month. So I just realized that I'm ready. I have enough of everything. Well, it's never enough. Obviously, it's never enough. We're still learning every single day, and this is what I share on my Instagram stories. Like, I'm learning, and I'm also sharing this information with my audience with the form of text, charts, different short videos, and so on. So I'm learning and giving all those education like for free for my audience.
Yeah. Do you think, what I was thinking? I'm like, because if I go on Binance, if I go on, other crypto, like people who are in the space, everyone posts about like the trade they won, but I know, because I've like at least have some experience in trading, like there's also losses that come. So I'm curious, because it's how do I say this? It's like a catch-22, right? If I want to become known in this space, I should be showing you my success, right? This, do that. This is what I did to win this trade. But I think what would be more educational is to show people, these are the mistakes I made. These are the ones I lost, and let me tell you why I lost it. I think that would be more valuable. What are your thoughts? What do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. I believe recently I had a podcast with one girl, and she asked me what was my biggest mistake in crypto or something. And honestly, I've always been super careful. So I cannot tell you anything that, I lost $100,000 because my wallet was hacked. No, I did not have this experience, thanks God. But I've lost some money also on NFTs when we had this NFT run, and I bought some very expensive NFTs. And I've lost not hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I've lost thousands of dollars on NFTs. Well, I mean, I did not lose technically because I did not sell that NFT, but that NFT is down like 99% right now, and I bought it for thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So,
And I think this is the hardest I think thing in this space, because what I learned through that experience, Maria, when I was trading, is it showed me how greedy I am.
Yeah, it is.
You know, like as a person, and I never thought I was. You know, I genuinely never thought I was until like I was in some trades. I'd be up like 10%, so I'm like up 100x on like thing, and I'd be like, yeah, great, it's gonna hit 200 now, and then it just like bottoms out and you lose everything. And what I learned through that experience is it taught me about the psychology of greed. It taught me about, more than anything, if you want to be a trader, and this is what I want to understand from you, is the emotional side. Yeah. You know, and I think if let's say, whether I do day trading, if I do swing, long term, invest, there's also you have a certain personality that fits a different type of trading, and how much emotional stress can you manage? So I'm curious for you, because I think that more than everything we talk about, you can give me the tools, the techniques, the psychology, and managing my emotion as an investor in crypto, as a trader. That's the secret sauce. So what has your experience been like, and what advice would you have to people on learning how to manage those emotions?
Yeah, you see how many things you mentioned? So people who are newbies to crypto and to crypto trading, they think, okay, I will just put $1,000 there. I will just start trading, and okay, I'm a millionaire tomorrow. But there's so many things. You already mentioned so many things. Like even emotionally, you have to be ready. I'm not even talking about the knowledge that you have to have about technical analysis, fundamental analysis, all those experience that you are getting over the years. It's not possible to get in 1 month even. And now we are also talking about emotions. You see how many things. So isn't it a job? It is.
No, absolutely, yeah.
So talking about my emotions, I'm very strict with my emotions, because again, now I understand that I'm ready to trade daily because I trained my emotions in a way that I know where exactly I'm going to stop.
Okay, you have your limits.
Yes. So I know where exactly I'm going to take my profits when I trade. And of course, you're right. Greed is the ruler.
Yeah, it does.
Greed and fear always. It's just two emotions that we have in the market. We also have this fear and greed index, which measures the greed and fear in the market. And I'm sure that your audience might be interested in that. So I will send you a link, and we will leave a link below.
Yeah, please. Video. Yeah, I've never heard about this.
Yeah, it's called Greed and Fear Index. It shows how much greed or fear now in the market.
So is that
so if we have more fear in the market, it means people are selling. They are afraid, oh, it's going down, I'm gonna lose all my money. And this is where we want to buy.
There you go.
Smart investors, right? Yeah. And when this index shows more greed in the market, like it's like green, you will see that, more people are talking about crypto, more people are buying crypto. And this is where smart investors want to sell to take profits, right?
Yeah.
We want to do the opposite thing, and we will leave a link to this index below. It's just an information, and your audience will like it.
That I've never heard of this, by the way, the greed fear index. But would it be relevant to, I guess, like the question I have is, could you have like a high fear index, for example, in a bull market, or is it like?
No. When we have a bull market, we have super high greed.
Okay,
yes,
so it's relative to the run the run in the market.
Yeah.
And does that measure, like, is it measured on a monthly basis, daily basis, or
daily? Yeah,
daily.
Absolutely,
okay.
Because we have all the data, it's open.
Okay.
It's blockchain. Blockchain is transparent. This is also what we love about blockchain. And we have some tools that can analyze everything that is going on the blockchain, because your every transaction, whenever you buy or sell, is transparent. You can see it. So we have some tools that are tracking how much people are buying, how much people are selling crypto. Not only Bitcoin, all those altcoins and so on.
Yeah.
And we also have Bitcoin dominance index.
That was interesting. I
Yeah.
learned, but tell the audience. But that was something I didn't know about that I learned from that post you did.
Yeah. It's also an index that shows us what portion of the market Bitcoin is getting right now, today, let's say, and what portion of the market altcoins are getting. So it's like 100% index. If we have, let's say, Bitcoin percentage of the market is 60, it means Bitcoin dominance. It means more people are buying Bitcoin, in simple words. So it means your altcoins probably will not perform that good as Bitcoin. So the same as we see right now, by the day we're recording this podcast, we see Bitcoin more than $100,000 per coin. It means the Bitcoin dominance is here in the market. More people are buying Bitcoin, but those altcoins, they are getting less portion of the market. It means they are not performing that good. They will not rise in the price so good, the same as Bitcoin. But when the Bitcoin dominance drops, what we have? We have altcoin season, what we call altcoin season. We have altcoins skyrocketing because all the money, not all the money, but most of the portion of the money flows into altcoins, right? Now we have Bitcoin dominance.
So if I came to you, I'm like, Maria, okay, I want to get into crypto, but I want like a healthy portfolio.
Yeah.
You know, I'm willing to take some risk, not too risky. If I had a portfolio of like, let's say Bitcoin, you have altcoins, and then we'll leave memes right at the bottom, at the end, which I want to get into in a sec. What would, I can guess in your mind, what kind of split would you recommend? Obviously, everyone's different. Everyone have different ratios with that. In my mind, it would be like 60-30-10, but maybe you have something else.
60-30-10.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, yeah, but don't expect for Bitcoin to 10x tomorrow.
Okay.
What I mean by that,
Yeah.
so Bitcoin price now is about $100,005, right, per coin. Don't expect Bitcoin to hit $1 million per coin in 1 month.
Yeah.
So you will not be able to 10x your money in 1 month with Bitcoin. But with altcoins, in a perfect way, in a perfect condition of the market, you might hit that target. You can 5x your money, you can 10x your money. Nothing is guaranteed, guys. This is not financial advice. This is just, based on my experience. This is what you can do.
Yeah.
And with meme coins, obviously, you can even 100x your money, 10,000x your money, and so on. But this probability is super tiny. It's like even lottery has more chances for you to win than invest in meme coins, $10, and become millionaire tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. I'm really happy you brought up meme coins because this is something that has exploded, especially I think in the last year and a half. It's really, really picked up. Now I know there was the famous meme coins, that you've heard about, like the Hawk Tua thing, like all these different meme coins that have come up, and you get in, and then it just the rug gets pulled out from under you. So meme coins are a very, and you touched on this earlier, it's the community, right? Meme coins are all based on community. But there's also, like, as you know, so many scams in meme coins. There's so many different, there's meme coins is, like you said, it's like lottery. You're gambling. You just, So if I wanted to, though, first of all, I think, tell us, what is a meme coin?
Yeah.
What are the things, if I want to buy them, what should I be looking out for? And what's like a red flag that if you see this, don't fucking touch it?
Okay, so first of all, this is my favorite topic. Because people used to call me a meme coin queen.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Okay, why?
Because I made most of my money back in 2021 from meme coins.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is funny. You cannot do the same right now, I believe. This is, again, nothing is guaranteed. You can maybe. But I made, because in 2021, it was, I believe, easier to make money on meme coins. Okay, first of all, let's say to our audience what meme coins mean, because still a lot of newcomers in crypto space, they think that, meme coins, those funny coins and tokens that are look like a frog or a dog,
like Pepe,
or a cat or whatever, And this one coin costs like 0.000 portion of a dollar, something like that, super cheap. So maybe if I will buy this 10 dog coins, it will hit $100,000 tomorrow, and I will become, I don't know, whoever, millionaire, trillionaire.
Yeah.
If this meme coin will hit the same price as Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It does not work like this, unfortunately, because Bitcoin is a, complicated technology with a lot of fundamentals. This is the next layer of internet, if I can say so, from the financial perspective. But meme coins are just coins that are based on some hype and community.
Yeah.
And that's it, with no actual fundamental value behind those coins. So they have no value at all. Again, guys, meme coins have no value. The only reason why those meme coins are, skyrocketing is because of the hype.
Yeah.
And we can talk about it forever. Like we can talk about different examples. Like let's say this Labubu toy that everyone is wearing on their backs right now. Why?
yeah.
Does this toy has any particular value made of? I don't know. It costs less than $1 maybe to make this toy, but people are buying this toy for $100 per toy.
Yeah,
it's crazy because of the hype, right? The same with meme coins, but in a digital way.
Okay, that's actually a very good. Please keep going, but that's a great analogy to compare the two. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can buy these meme coins. And maybe with a percentage of 0.00 something, this meme coin will skyrocket and will make you some money. But the probability is very low.
Yeah.
Like it's like a lottery. You can buy some tickets, lottery tickets, but again, you have a super tiny percentage of winning something. But we also see such situations as Trump, the president of the United States of America, created his own meme coin recently when he became a president. And what? And people bought this meme coin. They believed, I will buy this meme coin. Maybe this coin, Trump coin, will hit the same amount of dollars as Bitcoin and I will become millionaire, trillionaire. It did not happen, even with Trump. So what do you want to expect from random meme coins that are being created every minute? You know how many meme coins are there? There are millions of meme coins. And also, I want our audience to understand that there are platforms where you buy crypto and trade crypto. Those platforms are called exchanges. Mm-hmm. And we have centralized exchanges such as Binance, BitGet, Bybit, whatever. And we also have decentralized exchanges that basically don't have any ruling organization or company. Those exchanges are just built on the blockchain. And everyone can create a meme coin. I can create a meme coin. You can create a meme coin. My dog can create a meme coin. And we all can create hundreds of meme coins every minute.
Yeah.
Will those meme coins be valuable if we have such a huge amount of those meme coins in the market? No. Those meme coins will go to zero in 1 second.
Yeah.
And some meme coins will go to zero in 1 minute, in 1 hour, in 24 hours. Eventually, all the meme coins will go to zero. We have some top, I would say, 10 meme coins that are here for many, many years. And they will probably perform after some years also, like Dogecoin, Pepe, maybe. This is not an advertisement or something, guys. This is just what you can learn on CoinGecko website. It's analytics, and you can check all those meme coins. But those are huge meme coins, right?
Yeah.
With a huge of hype behind them, with many, many years behind them. But again, so many meme coins are being created every single second. Even Donald Trump created his own meme coin that was not successful. So don't expect from every single meme coin to make you a millionaire. I don't know.
No, but this is, I think the example you gave about like Trump, for example, is a very good example because it shows just how volatile this like these
Yeah.
things, these things are. And when you mentioned the ones that have been around for a while, if you're super lucky and you get into the coin reaches enough, not just hype but money and liquidity in the thing for it to become something that has some stability, like, yeah, good luck. There aren't many. I don't think there's going to be many that will hit that, like you were saying.
Yeah.
And it's very important, the point you made about how risky they are and how they will go to zero. Most will go to zero, because the younger generation, the new newbies that are entering the space, that's the thing that's attracting them. Before, like, maybe a couple of years for me, it was just, people are making money in like Bitcoin, this Ethereum thing. I don't know what this is, but I want to get in. But at least that's much safer than what I was, than getting into something like this. So that's a very, very important point to remember, I think.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to give our audience maybe at least some tips. We talked about tips.
Yeah.
Because I would say I have a huge experience with meme coins. And you know what's the most common question in my DMs on my Instagram and Twitter? Everyone is asking, Maria, what meme coin should I buy that can make me 100x, 1000x? What do you think? What do you think I answer those people?
I'm not saying you. I have no idea. Do your research and good luck. I think that's what I would say.
So I'm answering, first of all, don't put all your money there, because many people are losing money from meme coins, and it's so easy to lose money. You can lose money so fast with meme coins. For example, when we buy Bitcoin, we can keep this Bitcoin, and now Bitcoin becomes less volatile. It means Bitcoin is not like going up and down like crazy. But with meme coins, when you buy meme coin, it can go down 99% in one day. And never ever recover. Never ever. So those poor people who are buying meme coins, tons of meme coins, with the hope of become millionaires tomorrow, and then they are holding those meme coins in their wallets for months, for years, expecting for those meme coins to pump again, to rise in value again. This is how people lose money.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And I think one of the things you touched on this earlier in one of your posts as well. I think you were talking about meme coins or something you invest in. You'll invest, and if you double your money, you'll take out the principal, and then the rest is profit. So let it ride.
I still play with meme coins because I love them. Yeah, but I do it in my own way because of my experience. Let's say I invest $100 in meme coins. One particular cat meme coin, whatever meme coin, frog meme coin. And because of the hype, because I did some research, okay, this topic is hyping right now in the world, so probably I will go and buy that meme coin that is related to the topic that is hyping. For example, we had this recent crazy meme coin that is called Labubu meme coin. Again, this meme coin was nothing related to Labubu actual toy, but it was just named the same.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It was not the same creator who created the Labubu toy, but it was just the same name, Labubu meme coin. Someone created it, and we will never know who. Because on blockchain, as I told you, even my dog can create a meme coin and sell it.
Yeah.
And you will never know that it was my dog.
Yeah, you won't. And I think the point you made, this is one of the things that I think, this is the mistake I've made, and this is like now, currently, as we are right now, is when you don't take out profit.
Yes.
That's a mistake, and this just happened to me very recently, because my strategy was, okay, I'm holding, so, okay, I know it's up now, it's going to go down, whatever. So, but in my head, I was like, but then like it went back down, and in my head, this is why trading has become like, that's why trading is becoming something more attractive to me, because I'm like, I was up 30%. Why didn't I just, take
30%?
Yeah.
You had to
there you go.
profit.
You know what I'm saying? But I was like, this is a long-term thing. Leave it. Okay, you're up now, but it's different. So, and at the same time, you also, I think, need a bit of balance. Like, let's say that holding that I had, okay, leave that. Yeah. Let that be long-term. Maybe invest more or take a portion of that and play with this. Play with this.
Of course.
Play with this amount. And I think this is the biggest problem people have when they get into crypto is
Yeah.
not taking out profit at some,
Of
you know, at
course.
some point. So what advice would you have to people? Because again, this kind of touches on the greed thing that we
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about.
yeah.
I think
Same,
the way to
yeah.
counter all of this stuff, Maria, and it sounds like what you have built, is a system.
Yeah.
A system, there's rules, so that, because then if I just go on emotion, I'm always going to be, you know, at the mercy of something
Yeah.
else, you know. So what advice would you have to like when should you be taking out profit? What's the right way to do this?
So yeah, again, it depends on what are we talking about. If we're talking about meme coin buying and selling, it's not actually like trading, it's just buying meme coin and selling meme coin. I would say, as I do, when I buy meme coin, when it doubles in price, I take out my initial investment and then I leave the rest to run, and then I take out the another 50%. If it goes down, at least I saved my initial money, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And I'm not greedy with that because I know how fast I can lose money. Again, it's only because of my experience and because of my experience seeing other people's mistakes. And when we talk about day trading, it's a little bit different thing because I'm trading on an exchange like BitGet or Bix. I love those exchanges. I show them in my Instagram stories every single day. So I have a different strategy with day trading. Whenever my trade, no matter what kind of trade it is it a short trade when I'm kind of betting that the market will go down, or when it's a long trade when I'm kind of betting that the price of this token will go up, whenever it hits 10, 15, or 20%, I take out again 50% of my trade. And you can do that on the platform. You can even do it automatically by setting your take profit and stop loss. It's so simple, kind of. Right?
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's why you have to know what you're doing, and you have to have a strategy, and you don't have to trade or invest all your money that you have in your crypto wallet. And again, you have to learn more about fear and greed, and you have to have your strategy when exactly are you taking profits, because your greed, the same as all the other people greed, will not let you take profits.
Yes.
Because we're all greedy. We all want to make more money.
Sure, yeah.
We're all saying to ourselves, like subconsciously, why would I take profits now when I'm up 50%, when I can be up 100%? No. Wait. You have to say to yourself, stop. Take this profit and leave the rest.
Yeah. I think crypto is, I'm so happy you mentioned that point, because I think I was thinking about crypto and stocks. The problem with crypto is, I think with stocks, even if I'm a newbie and I'm getting into stocks,
Yeah.
because it's not as volatile,
Yeah.
it's, what's the word? Like, it's not as risky anyway, so I'm not going to be maybe as emotional. It might be easier to do a strategy and so on. And I'm not, if your stock goes up 10% or something, and I know the S&P.
It's super cool.
It's
for-
fantastic. Yeah,
it's
you're
like
doing amazing.
impossible,
But
yeah.
for example, when you break that into 10%, could be it could have gone up 10% in this conversation
Yeah.
in the last minute,
Yeah.
and that's the challenge, I think, because there's that potential. I think that's what really messes with your brain. You know.
Yeah, so you can also start with stocks because it's interesting. Why not? I mean, we do have some market ups and downs depending on the global situation. Like recently, we had this crazy situation in the world, and all my stocks related to this region, they went down like 4, even 5%. So what I did, I bought more. But with stocks, we have, and now I'm up. I'm happy. I made my money. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because with stocks, we also have different system how we trade them. There are certain hours in a day
Also true,
and
yeah.
certain days per week when we can trade stocks. It's not that fast. It's super slow. The percentage is very low. But with crypto, we can trade it 24/7. Just imagine that. 24/7, non-stop. People are going crazy. People are not sleeping at night. They are checking their portfolios. They are checking their trades. That's why, of course, you have to be mentally very, very healthy and be ready for crypto. Don't jump into it if you're just saw the hype. If you just saw someone's Bugatti on Instagram and you believe that if you will buy some coins or tokens, you will become a millionaire tomorrow and you will buy the same Bugatti, no, this is not how it works. Please stop believing this bullshit. I mean, don't do it. First of all, think about your inner mental health, learn a lot of things, educate yourself. It's everything for free. You can find it online.
Yeah, that's again,
Yeah.
really, really good advice. And this kind of moves us on to the next phase of the conversation and touches on what you talked about in the meme coin thing and getting into crypto in the first place. Research now.
Yeah.
As you mentioned earlier, there's so many scams in crypto. Left, right, and center. I've known people. I've been scammed before. Like it's, so I see how it works. The question I start to think about is, okay, you need to do research, fine, but there's so many people that, because it's such a big space and there's lots of scammers, there's so much conflicting information out there. Now, you've been in the field for 5 years, and through experience and trading and listening to some advice that maybe didn't work out sometimes and some that did. So you've realized, like, okay, I know what information are the indicators that this is actually positive, or this is something that I should stay away from. But but to get into crypto even in the first place, you have to, there's a big learning curve before you even put that first dollar in.
People are lazy, they don't want to do that.
That's the thing. So, okay, let's say there is someone who wanted to do it the right way. If let's say you were doing like an academy or a course, what is that first phase before I'm even allowed to like trade? Like kind of like a course, I have to pass this course and then I'm allowed to trade. What are the things where should I start building that knowledge? What are the things I have to know, like the foundations?
Yeah, you see, you're telling the truth, because even when we are starting to drive our car, we are not allowed to drive the car before we will pass some exams, before we will even learn about how to drive, what are the rules, right? We have to know the rules, we have to know the technical stuff, how to operate the car, then we will pass the exam, then we are getting the license, and then we're starting to drive. And here in crypto, this is your own money involved, your money that you earned with your sweat and blood and everything, and you want to jump into it straight away without even learning. This is the main mistake. Of course, you have to again do this everything, like fundamentals, technical stuff, learn. Then, of course, I understand that there are so many informations now online and so many distractions, especially with this AI era now.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on that. We'll get into it in a second.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, this is what we have. Our brain is like exploding with all this information, even with news and everything that is going on in the world. And your personal life, I'm sure we'll have super busy personal life. We're overwhelmed. And when we're starting to jump into crypto, it's better, it's just my advice, it's better to understand what role figure, I would say, suits you better, because there are some people already in this space who knows about what you want to do better than you. And you can follow maybe 2, 3, 5 people maximum online. Don't follow hundreds of people. Don't distract yourself, because you are doing worse for yourself when you are following all those people. Follow just those people who you think, kind of suits you better with your mental situation, with your lifestyle situation, everything. Like, you follow those people who you believe, your gut feeling believes that you have to trust. Yeah, sometimes we have to trust our gut feeling,
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think now, people now because AI is coming, it's two things are happening at the same time. People are getting better at smelling bullshit, but at the same time, it's also getting harder to do that. It's like both things. It's weird. Both things are happening at the same time. Now you brought AI into the conversation.
Oh
so
my God.
This is something I've thought of, like heard about learned about. And when it comes to like trading, I've heard of things like trading bots, all these kind of things.
Yeah.
Now, I really know nothing about that space, AI and trading bots. I know trading bots were there way before AI, but now I
Yeah.
think AI is just another layer. So
Yeah.
from your, I don't know, from what you know, from your experience, what's your perspective on AI and trading bots? Can they be effective? Are they useful? Or is it, because at the same time, I'm like, what if it works great? Okay, if it works great, this thing is taking care of everything for me, but I'm not learning how to be a better investor,
Yeah, of course.
or a better
You're
trader.
not
I'm making,
getting
maybe I'm making
smarter.
money, but what if that goes away? Then everything I have could also fall away. So what's your perspective on AI, trading bots, and how successful or not successful they
Well,
are?
you know, bots, they've always been here, not only now, right? All those bots, but people still love, let's say, copy trading real people. They love copy trading. Copy trading means you follow certain people on an exchange, not just random people from Telegram. Don't trust your money. Yeah,
Telegram.
this is one more
Yeah.
point I
Yeah,
want to
please.
say to
Yeah.
our audience, because there are so many distractions, as I mentioned before, so many people online kind of pretending to help you with your investments, asking you, hey, send me some crypto, I will manage it for you, I will
Yeah.
invest for you. Don't you ever, guys, trust those people. Don't. Even if those people are stealing my photo and my name or your photo or any other huge creator photo or trader photo and saying, Maria Andersen, trading bot, I will trade for you, give me all your money. Don't believe that. Only trust the official source and let this source just be one source. Like, okay, follow, let's say, me on Instagram or Twitter, which is verified with a blue check mark. Don't trust those scammers, especially with the help of AI. They now can create even me saying some bullshit to people.
Yeah,
Sorry,
true.
yeah?
Yeah, no, yeah, of course.
They are creating videos of Elon Musk saying, hey, send me 1 Bitcoin, I will send you 2. What's going on? And people are still trusting these things because it works.
Yeah. And the scam,
Yeah.
so I know there's so many scammers in crypto, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I've never understood, so I'm very happy, like curious to get your perspective on this. Blockchain as a technology, right,
Yeah.
is supposed to be, technically, the most secure technology out there for
It
financial
is.
institutions. It has leveraged, you know, that's why fintech has exploded because of it,
Yeah, yeah.
banks, all that stuff. I'm sorry. If it's I'm sure this happens. I'm sure people get hacked left, right, and center. Like that, banks and all these
Yeah.
big institutions that we probably have never heard about, don't know about. So maybe my perspective is biased just from what I've seen. But left and right, Maria, I see this exchange got hacked. This is hacked. This is hacked. So how can it be so secure and be
Yeah.
getting hacked nonstop? This makes no sense to me. So I don't know what your perspective is. What do you think?
Yeah, and this is an amazing question. I'm glad that your audience will learn something new today because I will tell you about one secret right now. Every or any crypto exchange where you trade crypto and blockchain, so exchange and blockchain are two completely separate things.
Oh, okay. This is Brian. Okay, I didn't know that.
So
Okay, tell me.
let's say any exchange,
Sure.
Binance.
Sure.
What it does, it just connects seller and buyer, and you do all this stuff on the platform. But blockchain, the technology of blockchain, it gives you the power. So you are the only person who can do things on the blockchain. Even if you want to interact with other person, you don't need any third party. Every exchange is a third party. So exchange and blockchain is two different things, like completely different
Okay.
things.
Oh, I had no
You
idea.
can operate on an exchange and you can operate directly on the blockchain through different applications. Again, it's very difficult thing for newcomers because you have to understand technical things about blockchain first, not to be hacked, not to lose your money. Because what blockchain does, it gives you the power of totally 100% own your assets on the blockchain. Not exchange, we're not talking about exchange. When you are operating directly on the blockchain, when you have your wallet, let's say, which is like your digital ID. So your wallet is your digital ID on the blockchain, and your wallet is nothing related to the wallet that you have on the exchange. Kind of complicated, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I have to start my academy, maybe.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is all brand new to me. I
Yeah.
didn't know, I didn't ever differentiate the difference between
Yeah.
the exchange and the blockchain. So from what I've understood, tell me if I understood correctly. The block, it's not that you can't get hacked on the blockchain. It's just the blockchain gives you autonomy over, you have full ownership of your asset, and it's more difficult to get, I guess, hacked than it would be on an exchange, because that's just
Yeah.
a third party
It's impossible,
platform.
I would say.
Okay.
Almost impossible
Okay.
when you are taking the full responsibility of everything you do, when you are not connecting your wallet, which is your digital identity, to random links and malware, some websites and so on. Again, you have to educate yourself how not to be hacked. But when you keep your assets on an exchange like Binance or whatever exchange, those assets never belongs to you. They belong to an exchange. That's why people are being kind of hacked when any exchange is being hacked also, because you never own your crypto. Of course, you can have some crypto on an exchange to trade, because we all trade and we all keep some portion of crypto there, but don't keep all of your crypto. And this is again what I'm talking about on my stories. Get a hardware wallet.
Yeah.
We have a new term now,
Yeah.
hardware wallet. It's a different things. It's again like your digital ID, but it also has a hardware device.
Yeah, like Ledger, right? I think that's the
Ledger,
the most common, the one that
Yeah,
I'm most familiar
yeah,
with. Yeah. And yeah, because everyone says in terms of they tell you it's like when it's on your cold wallet or like your hardware wallet,
cold
it's
wallet,
it's
same thing.
super secure.
Yeah.
You know, it can never be hacked, right? Because it's on it's like on a hard drive. But but at the same time, if you forget your security key or like that key,
Yes.
whatever, and it's gone, you've lost that
Forever. Again,
too.
yeah. And this is the difference between, let's say, bank system, old financial system, and the blockchain, the next financial system, right?
Yeah.
It's, again, two big differences. Because when you, let's say, keep your assets, your money in a bank, and something happens to your bank or to your account, or you send your money to a wrong account using your bank, you can always reverse this transaction. You can call your bank manager, whatever. You can, I don't know, get some benefits if your account was hacked, I don't know, whatever. You can talk to someone, to third party. When you operate on the blockchain directly through your wallet, no matter which wallet it is, hardware wallet or hot wallet, you are fully responsible for your assets, for your money, for your crypto. If you send your assets, your tokens to a wrong address, there is no way how you can reverse this transaction on the blockchain. And don't believe any kind of people online also who are saying you, oh, if you send the transaction, if you send the assets to a wrong wallet, I will help you. No, it's not possible at all. You cannot reverse any transaction on the blockchain, never ever, if you're operating directly on the blockchain. But you can also see every transaction, which is transparent.
Yeah. Was there like a website or something that you can visibly see like every like what the block, like how it looks, the blockchain?
It is. So again, we have many blockchains now.
Yes.
We used to have several before, some years before. Now we have many blockchains, different blockchains, like Ethereum is a blockchain, Solana is a blockchain. Yeah. We have many of those. We have more popular, we have less popular. And all those tokens that we also see are built on top of blockchains. Those are not just random tokens in the sky. Tokens always built on blockchains. I'm explaining like for beginners now. For those people who are OGs in crypto, they know all these things. So tokens always built on blockchains, and whenever you send those tokens to different wallets, you don't know the name of the person you are sending these tokens to, but you know his or her wallet address.
Yeah.
You operate through wallet, no third party. And all these things can be visible using the special tools like websites where you can kind of x-ray your wallet and see all the transactions that are going in and out from your wallet.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Complicated,
Yeah,
right?
no, but I didn't know there was that you could have that kind of that much visibility of like, you know, what
Yeah, you
addresses
can
are
see
going left and
everything.
right.
You
Yeah, yeah.
just cannot see the name of a person to
Gotcha.
whom this wallet belongs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And this kind of brings us on to Maria, the education piece. Now,
Yeah.
I know before we get into the education specific aspect, you've been in the space now for 5 years, and you know, congratulations, you built quite a brand and name for yourself in the space. So, what I'm interested in is understanding, was this like was this done was this done intentionally, and if so, what was was there like a turning point that it went from, you know, you've been just posting for yourself or people who want to
Yeah.
learn whatever, and then it really like hockey pucked and like went
Yeah.
up?
Oh, no, it's not intentionally. It's just
Okay.
happened. I believe it's just like puzzles. Those are those puzzles combined all together and created me as, as you know, you see me guys now, because I do what I really, really love. I love creating content, but I also love making money.
Yeah.
And I also love technology.
Yeah.
And I also love this fast money, I would say, right? Because we still can make fast money in crypto if we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So everything combined all together in one person. And this is how Maria Andersen, in a way you see her now, being a personal brand.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is me today.
Yeah, and I know the education piece though has been, I think from my perspective,
Yeah.
that's one of the key things that makes you stand out, because I've
Yeah.
consumed, you know, obviously when I was doing my research, consumed your content,
Yeah.
and it's just digestible, simple. I didn't know about Bitcoin dominance until I watched that thing. I didn't know the things to like maybe look out for, what exchanges having, like what's the
Yeah.
benefits of a a hardware wallet.
It's
Now-
called cold wallet.
Cold wallet, yeah.
Cold wallet, hardware wallet
Wallet.
is the same.
Same thing. Good.
Okay.
So you guys know, so don't get confused.
Yeah.
Where do you see now, I guess, because like you made a good point earlier in the conversation, you're like, in 2020 we knew about crypto, but we didn't have this much information. There
Yeah.
weren't as many blockchains. So now 5 years later, the space is probably, I don't know, like at least 5x, you know, in terms of not only
Yeah.
investment, companies, innovation, so on. Now I still think there's still a gap, I think.
Yeah.
You know, we're still going through this transition. Like we've grown up a little bit. So I moderated a crypto conference a month to 2 months ago, and the whole idea about that conference was, all right, guys. The overarching theme was the hype got us here, but now we need to have kind of a grown-up conversation about, okay,
Yeah.
hype is great, but what's the end long-term utility?
Yeah.
And this is the gap that I think we still need to bridge, maybe for people in this space. But what do you think the gap people need to bridge from someone like me, general public, who
Yeah.
are looking to get into the space? What's that gap now?
Yeah, you're right. I attended also a lot of crypto conferences all over the world. And what I see there, of course, the audience is growing, but most of the people there are like super crypto nerds,
Yeah, very technical.
technical, and we are talking on using our language. Those people who are newcomers, they will probably never even understand what we're talking about. And this is what I see as a problem right now. And my personal goal, I really want to share it through my social media with my audience who are newcomers to crypto, but I also want to scale. I had some courses before, but those courses, maybe they're not relevant anymore because I created those courses almost 1 year ago. And you know, in crypto, we have this super fast development of everything. So I believe it's not relevant anymore. I'm not, providing those courses now. But I wish I could make something like an academy, especially here in the Middle East, especially for ladies, for women, because I believe we need more women in the space. You know, so many women, they are afraid to even touch those blockchain things.
Yeah, that's that's a really really good point, because crypto tech it's basically the same industry,
Yeah.
with just a new product, and the women aspect, as you know, there's a lot you can find a million podcasts about women in tech, and
Yeah.
how hard is it to be in those environments. I guess for you, what I'm curious about is what is it about the women aspect in particular that you know, you're passionate about, that you want to help them be comfortable entering these kind of spaces, and not
Yeah.
only be comfortable entering, being successful at it too.
Yeah, for sure. Because I see from my comments, from my Instagram, I see this feedback, and I want to scale this feedback. I want to scale everything, the knowledge that I give online and everything. I see ladies are texting me, Marie, you're my inspiration. I'm also a single mom, and I'm learning a lot from your page, just time to time reading your page. But now I want to scale it. I understand that there are so many hundreds of thousands of women all over the world who really need this information. So yeah, I want to just give it back to the community now, and talk using a super simple language, not this nerd crypto language for, I don't know, some OGs and so on, because I'm so tired of that. I mean, those are cool guys who we see on the conferences, but we need to stop doing it. We
Yeah.
need to talk using simple language to give more people the opportunity to enter this space.
What it's I never looked at it as a language until you said it, but you're so right, because so
Yeah.
when I was at that event, people, I'm obviously backstage, so I'm meeting all the speakers and everyone's talking, you know, mingling, you know, having conversations, and I'm hearing things like, yeah, you know, so we're a layer 2, this is what we
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And the most common thing I heard, yo, let's get this on chain, bro, let's get this
Yeah,
on
yeah.
chain. And I'm like,
What's going on?
and I'm just, you know, I'm standing, listening. So then I had a KOL on the podcast like a week later.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
name's Yazan. Shout out Yazan if you're watching. And I'm like, okay, bro, I just went to this conference. These are all the words I didn't understand. Please explain what the fuck were they talking. Explain what are they talking about? But that was such a beneficial conversation
Yeah.
for me, because a lot of the things that I've brought into the conversation today was because I sat down with him and he explained like so many things, which is why I really wanted to have you on the show as well, because that was maybe that conversation was probably deeper and more technical than the one we've had today.
Yeah.
And I wanted this one to be a bit simpler and hit, you know, the general public more, to
Yeah.
give them the education or the language that they need to know before they even think about, you know, entering the crypto space.
For sure, yeah.
So looking forward now, I guess over the next couple of years, what's the goal for Maria? What are you trying to do? I know you mentioned the academy. That's something that you might want to launch, right? But where do you want to be, I guess, in this space in the next 5 years?
Well, I want to be everywhere where innovation is, because I'm all about innovation, and blockchain is innovation. And I also am so excited about all the robotic things happening now,
Oh, yeah,
AI things.
yeah.
And I believe all these things are combined all together, and they will be giving us an amazing future. Amazing. It's not evil from my perspective. All these things, they might give us much better future than we have now.
Yeah, I wanted to round off the conversations today with this point. Now, this is just my perspective, so I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Now the UAE, I know they just announced that now if you're a influencer or whatever, that you're not giving financial advice, but you're posting about, you know,
Talking
something
about,
that you're doing, trading, whatever. There's a finance influencer license
Yeah.
now that you have to have, which I thought was a great idea. Now, at the same time though, so that's what the government's doing, which I think is great. Now, at the same time though, I'm gonna be honest. I know I've seen even in your country have disclaimers and whatever.
Yeah.
If I'm a general public person and I'm seeing someone is doing well or whatever, and they have that, to be fair, legally and correctly, you're not giving that information. But my pain of wanting to make more money will make me completely as a person bypass that, and all I'm gonna care about is that. So I guess moving forward, what do you think? I like what the UAE has done with that, but I think there needs to be maybe another layer of this. I don't know if it's disclaimers, or there should be another layer to it, because my want to make more money is going to be greater than whatever you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
I think that's a great perspective to have this license. I'm still waiting for the details, because they did not announce.
No, it's not. It's quite new.
So, is your question about should we put more disclaimers?
Yeah. Should there be? Do you think there should be more, or do you? Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I also look at it from someone like you on your side. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just sharing what I'm doing. This is not supposed to be from the trading stuff. It's not supposed to
Yeah.
be educational. You know, it's just I'm telling you what I'm doing, and you know,
Yeah.
it's
You know,
kind of up
I
to
love
you.
this country and I love the regulations they are doing. They probably doing it because they understand that a lot of things might harm people.
Yeah.
So they are doing it for better only. And I'm completely 100% on it also. But if you are talking about more disclaimers, will it stop people from kind of gambling? I'm not sure.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, maybe.
Like look, even I'm not smoking, but I see these packages of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they are putting some very bad pictures of
Yeah,
damaged lungs or something. Is it stopping people from smoking? I don't think so. I don't know these statistics,
yeah,
but
yeah. Well, well, as a smoker, I'll tell you that never stopped me.
yeah,
You
you
know,
see.
when I was living in Amsterdam, it would be like a whole of a lung on the
Something, yeah.
package, and it'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me just take this.
But
Like, that's
yeah,
it.
when you bought this
Yeah,
package of cigarettes, this is your responsibility. So you took
exactly.
this
Yes.
responsibility, you bought it, you know, okay, I will smoke, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the same goes with finance. You have to be at least somehow adult
Yeah.
and understand that wherever you put your money, it's your responsibility, even if you see it 100 times online.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you have. I think I love. That's a great example, by the way. I think you
Mm-hmm.
really like that. That comparison made it really fit in my head. I'm like, yeah. At the end of the day, even on the pack it says, you know, smoking can whatever. It never stopped
Yeah.
anyone. So you have to be accountable as a person to whatever you know,
Yeah.
whatever you do with your money, and whatever you win or lose
Yeah,
in
you
the
see,
space.
you see, I talked a lot about meme coins.
Yeah.
I talked about meme coins that I bought. I never told anyone, hey, buy this token. Never,
Yeah.
never, ever.
Yeah.
But I realized that people love seeing, let's say, my portfolio. So sometimes I was showing it, like 1 year ago maybe. Then I stopped like showing exact portfolios because people were buying the same tokens and then maybe they did not sell at the time and maybe their portfolio went down and then they start blaming me or other content creators.
That's the thing. Yeah.
And still they are doing it with my friends who are bigger content creators. I will not mention any names here, but they are blaming those people in the comments. Hey, I bought this token because you showed it in your portfolio. You see?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure we do have some responsibility of what we share, so maybe share more educational things than
Yeah.
tokens and meme
Yeah.
coins. But again, people love this entertaining part also.
Yeah.
So you kind
I,
of
you know, I 100% agree with what you're saying. It's a very difficult question because there's an element of your intent of posting this thing is not to make Khaled go buy this coin.
No.
You're just telling me what I've done. So from that perspective, there's no accountability to you. But at the same time, I could understand being in your position or other big creators.
Yeah.
You know, if someone took that and went there, you might feel a little bit like, you know, like that. I don't want, you know, that's not what my goal was for you. And, you know, so I think there's a bit of a balance.
Yeah.
The way I think to fix it is what I said earlier in the conversation. This just came to my head. Post the losses. So then,
Okay.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because then it's balanced. You know, because it doesn't always have to be good. And I think it brings, I'm saying not you specifically, but in general,
Yeah.
if I show you both, then I'm sorry, there's nothing you can tell me. Because
Yeah.
if you went against me when I lost, okay, maybe you won, but maybe you listened to me when I won and you lost. Then it's fair,
True.
right?
Yeah,
Then it's
true.
up to you.
Yeah.
And just to round off, Maria, with got 3 more questions for you. So Dubai, now, you know, Dubai and this space is, you know, I think this is probably the global hub spot now for
Yeah.
crypto, for Web3 in this space. How significant, from your perspective, has being in Dubai been to contributing to the success that you had so far?
Oh, it's 100%. Well, first of all, it's my favorite city, no matter with crypto or without crypto. I just love this city. First time I came here 20 years ago. Can you
Oh, okay.
imagine?
Whoa,
Okay.
okay.
I'm old, yeah. But yeah. But it was so amazing. Even then, I never thought I would live here, but I loved this city so much. So then, even when I left on the plane, I was crying because I loved this place so much.
Yeah.
And now I live here with my son, who's a teenager. I absolutely love this city, and of course, all these opportunities that I have here, I would never ever have in Europe or any other places. So
Yeah.
thanks to this city, and such an amazing, place to be.
Yeah, well, I, pretty much grew up here my whole life, and I'm still
Yeah.
here, and I want to stay here. So,
Yeah.
I really resonate with that. Maria, for my last two questions, these are questions I ask all my guests.
Okay.
So, looking back at your life, when I ask you this question, either personally or professionally, when I ask you, what are you most proud of for yourself? What would you say?
Oh, interesting. Proud? I'm just proud of being me. And I recently talked about it with my ChatGPT.
Okay.
Because, I know many people who are visiting psychologists and so on. I never did it in my life. Maybe I should. But I asked my ChatGPT, would you be my psychologist for a day? Let's talk about some maybe issues or questions that I have. And we talked about me and my life and everything. And he told me such things that I would never come up with by my own. He told me, oh, you have to be proud of yourself. You're a single mom. You build a personal brand. You're making all those money. You live in one of the best places, cities in the world. You achieved so much already, and you still think there is something missing or it's never enough, because we all think like, right, we're never enough.
Yeah.
So he told me, ChatGPT told me, you're enough. You have to be proud of yourself because you achieved so much things. And I looked at this from his perspective and like, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's so funny you mentioned that, because I actually, one of my agent GPTs is therapy. So I haven't
Oh, really?
I haven't
Wow.
used it for therapy yet. I've been to traditional therapists.
Oh,
and so
you
on.
have to advise me.
Well, yeah, I have lots of great advice for you about the
Okay,
therapy
yeah,
stuff. But the not enough thing, I resonate with that
Yeah.
that too. That's a belief I've struggled with my entire life till this day. Honestly, I just had a conversation last week that really was the first time that I realized I'm like, oh, I wasn't believing in myself. So I'm
Yeah.
like, and it was such a big wake up call. I'm like, no, sure, there's a lot to believe in. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
Yeah.
it's sometimes just a small shift of perspective
Yeah.
can change so much. So I'm so happy it was like helpful for you, and you should be proud of everything
Yeah.
you built, mashallah. And for my last question, Maria, what is the message you want everyone to take home with them today?
Oh, crypto related or just life related? Okay. So guys, enjoy your life. If you want to be involved in crypto, start, but start by baby steps. Start by small steps. Don't go all into it. Don't do it. It's too risky. Play with it just a little and enjoy your life every single day. It's already amazing. You don't have to have billions to be happy. Okay, guys?
I think that's a perfect way, to end the show. I really I support that advice completely. And especially the last part, you don't need to be a billionaire to be happy,
Yeah.
right? So yeah. Maria, I want to say thank you so much for
you.
coming on the show today. This has been such a fun conversation. I knew, and just from when we met, that the
Yeah.
chemistry was great, and you have so much knowledge in the space. And as I've been saying throughout the whole conversation, you make it simple, which
Yeah.
has made it easier for me to understand and consume the content. And now
Yeah.
I could probably go explain that to someone else in a
Yeah.
much simpler way. So you're having a bigger networking effect than you probably realize. So thank you so much. If people want to reach out with you, connect with you, work with you, what's the best, where can we find you?
Yeah, just Instagram, Twitter. I believe we can leave the links in the description. But guys, be aware of impersonators who are stealing my photos and pretending to be me. I have only official accounts that we will mention in the description.
We will indeed.
Yeah.
Maria, thank you so much. This has been an absolute pleasure. I really, really enjoyed
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you. Guys, everyone listening, thank you so much. Please make sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the podcast on all channels. I hope it helps pod. And as always, guys, hope it helps. Peace.
Yay, we did it.
And that's another episode in the bag, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, podcasting is like this massive jigsaw puzzle, and my job is to help you find that missing piece. So if you're someone who's looking to launch your own podcast or take their podcast to the next level, you can book a call today and let's get started. TikTok.